Hey guys, tonight we're going to tie a little pheasant tail soft hackle jig here. It's size 14. I believe it's a 3 mil bead. Pretty standard little mayfly jig. So any kind of mayfly you're trying to imitate in this size range. This looks great in the water. Good tag fly when you're doing some sort of Euro nymphing or tight lining. Also a good dry dropper. Um, so that's going to be a great nymph for all that kind of stuff. Pop that out. I've got a hook prepped here. Throw this in the vise. I've already got a little bit of wire on there as well. It'd be a little efficient. I feel like I haven't been prepping anything, and now that I'm thinking of that, I don't have a soft hackle selected yet. I'll have to sit through that boring silence, or we'll just fast forward. Getting our thread on here, building up a little bit of a taper. I can't even grab that tag end. It's all stuck in the jaws. All right. All right, the taper's looking pretty good. Next material, we've got this ginger hackle here. So we're just getting some barbules off of this that are approximately all straight and the same size. I'm trying to get maybe like 10 of them. If I can get them nice and straight. That worked pretty good. Couple wonky ones I'm going to pull out real quick. I like these tails pretty short, and then I kind of splay them out with my fingers. That's good. People like really long tails, but I like them fairly short. I feel like it makes them a little bit more rigid, and they don't get washed out into each other as much. All right, just working on that taper a little bit more there. Grab a couple inches of wire. You only need maybe 2 inches, just enough to grab onto. What I like to do is I stick it right in the slot of that tungsten bead. That gets me a couple good wraps while it's really stationary in there. And I'm going to wrap this the same way I'm wrapping the thread, so I wrap it onto the far side of the hook. I'm going to come up a few wraps. The next material is going to be some pheasant tail here. And this is like slightly dyed. This is like a little bit yellow. I kind of just like the way that ties up in there. But we're going to be tying in mostly this brown stuff. It gets a little bit lighter as you go. I'm going to get maybe like 5 or 6 of these and cut them as long as I can. I usually don't use my hackle pliers for this, because I always end up losing a couple of them in the hackle pliers. Probably invest into some better tools, but right, got those captured in there. Bring that back to the tail. Now we're going to advance this thread up to the eye here. I'm going to do like 5 or 6 good wraps right there, because we're going to actually go the opposite way. And then that'll just stay up there because it's unwrapping itself. You guys can see this. I know I'm probably blocking a good portion of it here, but all right. Couple wraps in front, couple wraps behind. Now we're going to chop off this extra material. It's looking good. All right, now with the gold wire, we're going to get our first wrap on here. And then we're going to use the rotary. Get 3 or 4 wraps. Get this right onto that bare thread above the pheasant tail. Couple wraps behind, couple wraps directly in front. I'll try to get underneath so I'm not blocking too much. I'm going to helicopter that off. Cool. Oops. All right. So there we are. We're almost there. Give that tail a little splay. That looks really good. Next material is going to be ice stub, olive brown. Some really basic materials on here. Keeping it simple. Don't need too much. We're just making a collar. Pull out some of this thread here. Might have been just a little too much. This is going to build up a little thorax and a collar. That soft hackle to kind of get bound up with. There you go. A little loose. I don't like it. That went on better. All right. So now you guys might get a little fast forward. Oh, I think I might have. So because we're so zoomed in, I'm gonna do some of this work off camera here, but basically we're just gonna trying to grab onto this tip and just preen back the rest of those fibers. And then we're gonna snip this tip off and leave a little triangle there. This might be a little bit long, these fibers. We're gonna go with it though. All right, so there's that little triangle tip. We're gonna cord this thread up so it falls right back onto that tip. Captures that right in. Bring the rest of these back. Couple good wraps right there. Hackle pliers. All right. We're going to bend all of these fibers back. Get them all going in a backwards direction. We're going to use, oh no, we pulled the triangle out. All right, take two. All right, that's it right there. Go ahead and capture that. One, we're not letting go yet. We're going to get one more. Capture it. Now we can get this hackle plier off of there. I'm going to show you guys what we got. Now we're going to pull it all back. Get a couple good tight snug wraps right in the front. We're going to come in here and carefully chop the tip of that stem off. Sweet deal. Find our whip finisher here. Use a whip finisher on smaller flies, not my hands. They always get loosened up, and I don't ever want these hackles to loosen up. With a whip finisher, I can always keep the tension really good. Just a 3-whip. Pull that tight. Snip the thread. There we go. So the last step on here is going to be to put a little bit of flow on the top. I just like to run it right on the bead. So I wet the bead, and then I push it into the thread. Do that kind of all over. Well, that was a lot. All right. Cook that for a sec. We're done. Your soft hackle pheasant tail jig, size 14. Actually, the more you get this wet, the more these are going to stay preened back. These fibers were a little bit long. Could have found maybe a little bit shorter of one, but that does look really good still. And that's going to catch a bunch of trout. So try that one out. Give it a tie, or give us a DM, and we'll tie some for you. But thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you want to see for the next couple coming up videos here. And we'll see you next time. Peace.